it's your girl. I am Shaniqua, and I'm back with another video. I'm so excited to be back, y'all. I know I have been MIA for a while, but with good reason, okay? So I'm gonna do this beautiful half up, half down with this wig, and I'm gonna go through a little story time just to let you know where I've been, what I've been up to, you know, kind of what's going on in my life. For those of you who are already wondering, this is a custom wig that I make through my company. It is a 5x5 closure. I know you can't tell because I did such a good job. And keep watching and make sure you watch to the end of the video, okay? Because I got some very exciting things that I want to tell you. Click the bell to be notified every time I post something, but follow me, okay? And continue watching for this beautiful look. So while I'm giving you a little story time, I'm also going to put on my beautiful deep wave wig. This is one of my custom wigs that I make from my company, which that's another story for another day, but I am rebranding and relaunching soon. So coming soon, okay? Just table that for later. However, this is my custom wig. It's deep wave, exotic deep wave hair. It is 30 inches with a 20-inch 5x5 closure. And today, we're gonna go in and do a half up, half down little do, okay? So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna have a little bit of a story time and just let you know what's been going on in my life. I'm just gonna slick back my edges here. All right, so I'm going in with my stocking cap. And there's that thing on. Just nicely roll that thing back right there. It's about here. All right, so let's get into this look. Anyway, I just want to let y'all know that I missed y'all so much. It's been over a year since I last posted, but y'all, I had a lot going on, okay? So while I'm doing this wig, let's roll into it. What's going on? Let's talk about it, okay? Since I last saw you guys, we have been going through a whole pandemic, as you know, okay? And during that pandemic, I have been going strong with posting and having a lot of extra free time because, you know, we was home. So for those of you who don't really know my backstory or a lot about me, I am a nurse by education. So I'm a registered nurse. And as you know, this year has been really, really tough for a lot of us. Nurses are literally going through hell and back. With everything going on in the world, in the hospitals, you know, it's a lot of demand on you as a nurse and as a woman, for me being a mom. So working through this whole, you know, crisis has really gotten to me. I'll say that. A lot of people didn't think, like, if they thought it was a conspiracy or like, oh, like this is, you know, this is fake. This is, you know, something the government is trying to do, yada, yada, yada. And okay, you know, if that's how you feel, then fine. That's fine. However, in the real world, the things that we had experienced or are experiencing are very, very real. And it is causing a lot of toxicity within the industry. So without getting fully into it, I will just tell you, kind of what's going on my end. Besides being a business owner, as I said, I'm a nurse. And this year has, run its course. All right, I'm gonna take my hot comb and just separate where the closure stops on each side, just so I can lay that down. So anyway, back to my story. Being on the front lines has been very traumatic. And without getting fully into it, I'll just say this. It does cause a lot of PTSD within oneself because, especially when you're empathetic and you're like, what's the word? An empath. You're empath like me. And I take everything to heart, kind of. So for me, it was like constantly being around death, constantly walking into work and knowing like, okay, you're going to experience a lot of death tonight. Like, just kind of prepare yourself mentally. And like, for me, that's just not a norm. I can never normalize death in any capacity. So dealing with that on that kind of level just really took me for a loop within my own mental health. And I struggled, and then still trying to balance life. So balancing life and balancing family and balancing kids, balancing, everything else. And then the world changing so rapidly. It was like, okay, I started to feel like very, like I was going into a depression. Like I had no motivation to do the things that I really love doing. So after my birthday, I went to ATL and I was like, all right, let me reevaluate. After my trip, I kind of feel like I wanted to reevaluate. And I started asking myself, like, what can I change? What do I have to do to get myself back on the right path where I'm very happy and, just like myself again? And so I did a little self-help healing and therapy and, with all of that. And then through that process, I started realizing that, my job and the things that I have been experiencing over the past year at that point were causing me to like take a backseat in my life as a whole. So I struggle, like I said, in relationships. I struggle with friendships. I struggle just kind of because the way I am, when I go through a mental crisis, I tend to just kind of fall back from the people I love. And so needless to say, my friendships were impacted, my relationship was impacted, and then, obviously we went through our own difficulties, and in the process of that, went through a breakup. A short breakup, but a breakup. So for that whole year, I was just like, I kind of shut out the world in a way. I stopped posting on social media, and I just was like, I need to find me again. I'm taking my wax stick, y'all, and I'm just gonna lay some of this hair down around this spot. So throughout that process, I decided that, you know, I needed to get some therapy for myself, which I did. And after maybe like 5 or 6 months, I started feeling like me again. And I started to, you know, go back to doing the things that I really love, which is hair, makeup, and all of that. Not saying that I don't love nursing, but through this 2 years has really shown me a different side of nursing that I'm just like not in love with, you know? So I've obviously had to make some difficult decisions, I'll say. But I decided like I'm gonna be starting to take a step back from that life. And, you know, I've done more with my entrepreneurship journey. All right. So because I don't like no gelled up like ponytail, I just like pull it back with my hot comb and then kind of just brush it back, okay? You can do it how you want, but this is how I like to do mine, okay? So anyway, you know, through this journey, I really learned how important it is to take care of yourself, not just your physical. You know, they always say health is wealth. And that's so true. Because if you're not okay, if your mind's not all right, everything else that follows will not be okay. And I also realized, like, I'm the type of person where I have always been able to kind of just keep going, even through anything that I've been through in life. Like, I just continue to move forward, move forward, move forward. And this journey kind of showed me that, you know, sometimes it doesn't always benefit you to just move forward and act like nothing's going on. You know, sometimes you can't. You have to deal with the now and then, you know, kind of focus all of your energy into getting that okay. And then you can move forward. That makes sense. And so that's what I chose to do. Got myself together mentally, physically, you know, lost some weight. For those of you wondering, like, where I'm going with this, just stay tuned. I promise it's all gonna come together. Just trust the process, okay? So after I add the hair, I kind of just comb that thing out. It does match. So before you get there, oh, it don't match. It matches. It's just that I needed to, I combed the hair out a little bit. So this is why you'll see that. It looks different, but my own wig is still just combed out. So I'm just taking a little bit of the hair and wrapping it around. All right. Throwing another bobby pin into that mix. Whew, she tired. Water. All right, so I know I'm all over the place, but back to my story. After all was said and done, I got myself together and I now have peace of mind. I feel so much better. And I'm really glad that I went through that journey because it taught me a lot about me as a woman, as a mother. And it showed me kind of like what I like, what I don't like, and what I need to change. So it made me reevaluate my life. It made me realize what's important. It made me realize that, you know, girl, sometimes you can't just keep going. You need to stop. You need to take time for you and just kind of like deal with the now, you know? Everything can't just be brushed under the rug because it will come back to visit you at a later date. And so through counseling and family support and everything else, you know, got my life back, got my relationship back. And I am so glad that I went through that because I'm 10 times happier and I'm engaged. I now realize how important it is. I always knew how important it was to deal with your mental health and, you know, everything else. But it's super important. Like, I hope that I can make an impact on somebody to let them know, like, you know, health is wealth. And that doesn't just mean in your physical, that means in your mental as well. That means that you have to take care of every aspect of you to be fully healthy. And so I hope that this story, this mini story, will inspire somebody to go get help if you're not feeling okay. Let you know, like, it's okay to not be okay. You know, like, you don't always got to be on. You don't always have to be in fear. For those of you who are like influencers or anything like that, don't be in fear of losing your followers if you take a break. And you take a break as long as you need to get yourself back to a state where you feel truly healthy, where you feel like, yeah, I can do this now. With all this, I hope you guys are inspired. I truly hope that you love this look. And if you haven't already, please press that follow button and make sure you press the bell so that you're notified whenever I post things, because I will be posting a whole lot more. And if you love this entire look, I will definitely be posting the products that I used. I will also be posting this face look here. And if you're not following me on my social, I will link them in the description. So please follow me on social. And I just want to get to know any of you who are out there. Please just keep your eyes open for the rebrand. I will be dropping a whole lot more videos. I will also get back to doing my weekly, wig classes. And at the same time, I'm still also making custom wigs and revamping and relaunching my company. So yeah, I'm busy. Okay. But this rest break was truly beneficial for me. And it really helped me to get to where I am now. And I'm so excited and I'm so grateful for it. So I hope that you guys fully watch this whole video. And I appreciate you for staying and for chopping it up with me. And let me know in the comments if you love this look, okay? Because I love me a good half up, half down. And some people don't know that you can do it with a closure, okay? Follow me if you want some more bomb looks. Make sure you follow me on social as well, okay? All right, love you.